See if you can allow yourself to give in to gravity here. Allowing the mat to support you. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, send it all the way down to your toes. And doing a little mental scan here, kind of checking in. Starting at the feet. If you can, imagine like a warm ray of light traveling up the body, letting go of any tension, the ankles, calves, and shins. Traveling your way up to your knees, your thighs, your hips, your back, belly. And imagine that light traveling up to your chest, opening up your breathing. All the way up to your shoulders, arms at the sides. Working your way up to your neck, head, warming your face. Traveling its way up your cheeks to your forehead. As you're ready, creating some small movements in the body, maybe wiggling the fingers, the toes. Then the elbows, here's a little circle of the wrists, the ankles. And as you're ready, take the arms up overhead here. The stretch from your wrists all the way down to your toes. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees in one at a time and just rolling onto your right side and pause. Use this right arm up overhead like a pillow. And then keeping the eyes closed, go ahead and press your way up to a seat, nice and easy. And then if you like, you can take that blanket or if you have a block, bring it underneath the seat here, just to elevate the hips. Bring the hips up higher than the knees. And then feeling the sitting bones sink down into the floor. And as you do, lengthen the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Sitting up tall. Start to notice your breath. Inhale, finding that expansion across the chest and the belly. And as you exhale, slowly allow the chest and the belly to deplete. Take the palms together over the heart. Bring your thumbs right to heart center. Just take a moment. Allowing an intention to rise to practice this morning. We'll seal that intention with the sound of breathing, of inhaling. your breath. Exhale your breath. Then blink open the eyes, but we'll keep the hands where they are. And just start off here, spreading through the fingers, see if we can press together the index fingers, the thumbs, the pinkies. And then from pressing the pinkies, find a little broadening across your chest. And from that broadening, take the arms all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your hands back together over your heart. So the palms will press. Inhale, arms lift, easing toward your thumbs. Exhale, releasing the hands to heart center. One more like that. Inhale, arms lift. Easing toward the thumbs, maybe getting that stretch of the shoulders. Maybe you're able to straighten the elbows here. Releasing the hands. The next time you breathe in, take the arms all the way up and we'll interlace the fingers this time, inverting your palms. And then lifting up toward the ceiling. As you lift up, sink your sitting bones down. And a little more length for your sideways here. Take a breath in, we'll exhale and bend the elbows here. And then nestling the back of the head into the arm. From here, allowing that right elbow to drop down, breathing into the stretch. Take an inhale, and then use that entire out breath to release your hand. When you're ready, extend this arm all the way alongside your ear. Take a side bend to your right. And then see if you can ground down to that opposite sitting bone as you do, reaching out to the fingertips here. Bring the chest turning up, one more breath. As you exhale, take the hand down to the floor. We'll draw the forehead toward the knee. And then allow the weight of the head to release here. Relaxing the weight of that left shoulder. Take another breath in. And as you exhale, this time sliding the hand to the outside of the knee. Taking your other hand, bring it back behind you and first grow taller. And as you exhale, starting to make your way into this twist. As you inhale, lengthening the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Exhale, deepening this twist. So ribs wrapping around head and neck will follow. One more breath. Staying tall, go ahead and take this other arm alongside your ears, taking the twist, and take a side bend over in the other direction. Keep your chest turning up, breathing in your space here. We'll take a breath and find this other knee and fold over. So from here, relax the back of the neck. And then as you inhale, sweeping the hands up by the shoulders, lift your elbows a bit. And as you exhale, rounding your spine and fold forward. So as you peel up, open across the chest, lengthen the belly. Exhale, rounding forward. One more like that. Inhale, lengthening through your belly. Exhale as you round. On this next breath in, we'll sweep the arms here. And then backstroke your arms all the way back behind you. Come on to fingertips here. Bend your elbows just a bit. From there, lift your heart and lift your chest. So a little bit of back bend. One more breath. And then rocking back your sitting bones here. See if you can just switch the crossing the legs. So bringing that other leg on top. Go ahead and bring the palms back together, pressing the palms. Inhale, lift the arms up. And as you exhale, releasing your hands back over heart center. As you inhale, the palms will press, the arms will reach, easing toward the thumbs. Exhale, releasing your hands together over your heart. Once again, inhale, palms press, arms reach. See if you can straighten the elbows if you're able. And then the next breath in, take the arms all the way up. We'll take that opposite interlace of the fingers if you can remember here. Invert your palms. Find that lift up as you sink down. Taking a breath in. Bend the elbows here. This time letting that left elbow drop down. Nestle the back of the head into the arm. And then breathing into this opening through the shoulders. Take a deep inhale. Take that entire exhale to release the hand. And then as you're ready, extending that arm alongside your ear. And then see if you can ground down through that opposite sitting bone as you do. Reach out through the fingertips here. Keep the chest turning up. Maybe turn the gaze up here. Taking a deep breath in, we'll sweep this hand down. And from here, start to draw your forehead towards your knee. Allow the weight of the head to release. Relax your jaw a bit. And then see if you can start to drop through that right shoulder. Taking a breath in here, we'll sweep this hand to the outside of the knee. Take this other hand, bring it back behind you. Go a little taller first. And as you exhale, come into the twist. So on inhalation, reach the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Exhale, keep your ribs wrapping around. From there, the head and neck will follow. One more breath in, grow tall. Deepening this twist, and then stay in the twist. Take this other arm alongside the ear. Take a side bend in the other direction. Lengthen out through the fingertips here. Keep your chest turning up. Take a deep breath. We'll sweep this hand down. Find your other knee. Fold over, relax the back of the neck. Inhale, sweeping the hands up by the shoulders here. Lift the elbows. Exhale, round the spine. Fold forward. Creating length through the belly. A little bit of a back bend here. Elbows lift. Heart lifts. Exhale, round the spine, fold forward. One more like that. Inhale as you lengthen, moving with your breath. Exhale as you round through the spine. This next breath in, go ahead and unwind the arms. Go back, stretch the arms all the way back behind you. Come on to fingertips. And then bend your elbows from here and lift your heart, lift your chest. Staying here, peeling the hips up off your mat. One more breath. Exhale, releasing. And sliding off your blanket or block, you can bring that up underneath the knees as needed. And then we'll come on to the hands and knees here. So bring the hips and knees in line. Go ahead and stack your shoulders and wrists, spread through the fingers. See if you can make contact down into the floor with your finger pads here, your knuckle pads. And then we'll just start to shift forward and back just a bit. So opening up through the wrists. See if you can keep those fingers spread. Paying a little more attention to our wrists, since a lot of us are spending time working on the computer. Next time that you shift forward, come back to the middle here and just bring the wrists so they face in toward one another. Same as before. Rocking back and forth. Keep spreading through the fingers. Take a bring weight into all parts of the hands. Back and forth. 2 more times. And then coming back to the middle, we'll sweep so that swing the wrists all the way back around, and this time coming forward and back. Maybe a little less mobility, that's okay. Maybe opening up to the forearms a bit. And then go ahead and reach it back around. And from here, we'll go ahead and drop the belly, extend the heart, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, pressing into the floor and rounding through the spine. So as you inhale, here the belly will drop, and then the heart will lift. And then as you exhale, think of pressing into the hands as you round all the way to the cat. And then just moving on your breath here, on your own timing. Curl the tail under here, so you can press into the floor as you round up. Once again, inhale, the belly drop, and the heart will lift. And as you exhale, this time rounding all the way up, keeping that round spine, so bring the knees a little bit wider apart, and bring them all the way back for the heels. Reach the fingertips out long in front of you here. Just allow the forehead to rest on the mat. If the forehead doesn't rest on the mat, maybe try taking the knee a bit wider. And then taking a breath in, we'll walk it out to the right. See if you can lay over that right thigh as you do. Reach the hips over to the left. Maybe that left palm stacks over top the right, and then keep this nice and long. Walk it through center. Make your way over to the left this time. As you press into the hands, shift the hips over to the right, and just breathe into that full right side. Making your way back to center. Keep the arms out long in front of you here, so that as you inhale, shifting forward onto all fours. Go ahead and bring your shoulders a bit forward to the wrists. As you exhale, let the tailbone draw you back. So lengthening through the belly, and then rocking back, rounding your spine. Like an extended cat-cow here. Go for a couple more. Just like that, moving with the breath. Easy. And then the next time you shift forward, we'll go ahead and take this into a circle around to the right. Moving clockwise. Keep the fingers spread, arms actively pressing into the mat. Trying to open through the shoulders and keeping that into the hips. And if you've gone for a couple circles in one direction, I'm going to reverse that circle. So moving in the opposite direction, nice and easy. And then we'll rise up from here. Moving forward, tuck the toes under and just lift your knees. Bringing the hips up and back. Your way into your first downward facing dog. And start to pedal the feet. So nice and easy, bending a knee and straightening through the other. Kind of waking up, getting things moving. From here, we'll lengthen the heels toward the floor. And then actively press into the hands. Just as moving toward the thighs. And then from here, lift the heels and just peel forward. So finding a high plank here, or push-up position. Your shoulder right over top your wrist, and then firm the belly back. And as you exhale, drawing those thighs back, lifting up to down dog. Once again, heels lift, shift forward, find that plank position, really set the shoulder blades onto your back here. Arm the belly and thighs, reach back through the heels, take a breath. As you exhale, thighs will draw you back to downward dog. One more like that, so peeling forward. Bring your head so it's in line with the spine. And find this this line of energy from the crown of the head all the way back to your heels. Taking a breath in, draw your thighs back from here. Putting into downward dog. We'll inhale the right leg, bend the knee, and just fan the hip from here. And then go ahead and take a circle of the ankle in one direction, and then the other. And then squaring off the hips here, go ahead and lengthen the leg. And then draw your nose toward your knee, circle around and shift forward. So as you inhale, we'll come back to downward dog split. And then nose to your knee, round through your upper back. Somewhere like that. This is going to come all the way forward between the hands here. Bring down to the fingertips. We'll ground down to this left palm. You can bring your hand to a block if you like. And then from here, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling. And taking a fist of that hand, go ahead and take a little circle in one direction, and then the other. Take a breath in here as you exhale. Circle the arm around toward the front wall. And then we'll release this hand down. Grab hold of another block here, or you can use your fingertips. Look through your chest. As you exhale, just lengthening over that front leg, drawing the hips back. Rebend the front knee, draw your heart forward. And as you exhale, lengthen over that front leg, draw your hips down. You can do that 2 more times. Moving on your breath here, so opening up the fronts of the hips and the backs of the legs. And on this last one, we'll rebend the knee, and then go ahead and maybe hop the back foot in just a bit. Stay right here. We'll add some music. Holding on to the steps, take another deep inhale here. Exhale, softening the hips. And then rebend your knee here, release the blocks. And then sweep your right leg back, downward dog split. And floating that foot down to meet the other foot. Coming on to the left side, left leg rises. Bend the knee here, fan the hip, take a little circle. Circling the other way. Lengthen the leg here, go ahead and square off the hips, downward dog split. Draw your nose towards your knees as you move forward. Re-extend. And then nose to your knee. Pull the belly open in, one more like that. This is going to come all the way forward between the hands. And then grounding down to that right palm, this time sweeping the left arm up, open across your chest. Make a fist with this hand, take a little circle. Circling the other way. Ground down to lift up, take a breath in, circle that arm around toward the front wall. And then releasing your hands down to either blocks or the floor, lift the chest. Exhale, draw the hips back, lift all the way back. As you rebend the front knee, the heart will draw forward. As you exhale, lengthen over that front leg. 2 more like that. Nice and easy on this last one. Lengthen through the front leg as much as you can, maybe shortening your stance a bit. Pop the back foot around. Left face. Take another. Exhale it out. Rebound the front knee. Come back into low lunge here. Release your blocks. Sweep the left leg back, downward dog split. And floating that foot down to meet the other foot. From here, nice and easy. Just do a walk all the way to the head of your mat. And then allow the knees to bend deeply enough so that you can just kind of collapse your chest under the thighs. Leave the head is heavy here. Take a hold of opposite elbows. Take a little sway side to side if you like. We'll put your rest in the middle, softening the knees. Pull up and in the belly and make your way up to stand. Stacking one vertebrae on top of another here. And we'll grow tall. I'm going to readjust my mat. So taking just a moment here to find Tadasana. From here, lifting all 10 toes away from that. Spread your toes, bring them down one at a time. Starting at those pinkies all the way to the big toes. And then as you find that grounding down through the feet, find that length up to the crown of your head. From here, we'll inhale and take the arms all the way up. As you exhale, hold forward. Lengthen the belly here. Bring your hands to shins or maybe thighs. And then folding forward, soften your knees a bit. Hinge from your hips, rise all the way up to stand. and releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale here, taking the arms all the way up overhead. Hinge from your hips, fold all the way forward. Take a long spine here, heart toss forward. And then folding forward, ground your feet and take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana, nice. We'll move on from here. So coming all the way to the head of the mat, standing in Tadasana. Inhale here, sweeping the arms. Hinge from your hips, fold all the way forward over the legs. This time, heart draws forward. We'll take the right leg back into a lunge. Making sure that knee aligns over the ankle here. And as you exhale, stepping that left foot back to meet your right. Down dog. Lift the heels, glide forward into a plank, shoulders over the wrists. Aiming your chest forward here, lowering the knees down. See if you can hug your elbows in and lower all the way down to your belly. Activate the legs from here. Heel your chest away. We'll come into a baby cobra. And then tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. Thighs draw up and back to down dog. Inhale the right leg. Carefully here, bring it all the way forward between the hands. Lower the back knee here and start to sink the hips. You can grab a hold of blocks here as needed. Once you're ready, start to settle in. And then we'll bring the hands onto the front thigh, lift your chest. Go ahead and press down, rise up. Re-sink the hips, keeping the pelvis traveling forward evenly. And then go ahead and rise back up. Re-sink the hips, one more like that. Press down, rise up. This time re-sinking the hips, take the arms all the way up overhead, Anjaneyasana. And then unwind, come back into a lunge. We'll step the left foot to meet the right, hold over. Grounding your feet, the arms all the way up. And releasing the arms. Tadasana. Taking the arms up overhead here. Hinge from your hips, pull forward. Lengthening the belly, heart draws forward. This time the left leg will step back. And then light on the fingertips here. Strong legs. Stepping the right foot back to meet the left. Down low. Glide forward, find your plank position. And then aim the chest forward, scoop the knees down. Hug your elbows and lower all the way onto your belly. Once you're here, peel the chest away, activate the legs. Cobra. Tucking the toes, pressing into your hands. Thighs will draw you up and back to down dog. Inhaling the left leg this time. Take it all the way forward between the hands. Lowering that back knee, taking some padding as needed. Start to sink the hips. You're walking your grab blocks. Take a moment to just settle in. Relax your jaw. When you're ready, bring the hands onto the front thigh. Press down the rise up, using this front foot like the brakes here. And then sink. Press down, rise up. And then re-sink. Make sure the pelvis is traveling forward evenly. One more like that. Press down, rise up. This time as you re-sink, sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Circling the arms all the way around. Tuck your back to the center, lift the belly. Stepping that right foot to meet your left. Holding them. Ground feet. Arms all the way up. And release. Tadasana. Inhale. Hinge from your hips or fold all the way forward over your legs. Lengthen the belly, heart draws forward. This time the right leg will step up. Lift the fingertips away from the floor and a little more activity through the legs here. And then stepping that left foot back to meet your right, downward facing dog. Glide forward and find your high leg. Lowering the knees, or this time lower down to the mat. Activate the legs here. Peel the chest away to the larger cobra. And then tucking the toes, pressing into the hands. Thighs will draw you up and back to down dog. Raising the right leg this time. Bend the knee around the spine. Re-extend down dog split. Draw your nose toward your knees so you can pull your belly up and in as you round. One more. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Around your fingertips here, we'll just rise to a high lunge. And then find a little bit of gathering in of the inner thighs. Activate the legs. And then start to settle into the hips, but as you do, find this extension up in the arms. We'll take another breath here. As you exhale, take the hands down, around the left palm. Reach this right up, open across your chest. Take a breath, circling this arm all the way around toward the front wall. And then releasing the hands down here, you can take a hold of blocks or fingertips, lift through your chest. Draw the hips back, lengthen all the way through that leg. As you rebend, heart draws forward. Exhale to lengthen over that front leg. 2 more just like that. Move with your breath. Nice and easy. And then the next time that you rebound this front knee, the heart will drop forward. And then we'll step this left foot to meet the right. Fold over your legs. Ground the feet, take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. And breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge. Fold forward. Lengthening the belly, heart draws forward. This time the left leg will step back. And then really actively engage through the legs. So you're like the fingertips. Left foot back to meet it. Downward dog. Glide forward, find your high plank. Lower the knees to the mat. Or come to tippy toes, elbows draw in, lower all the way onto your belly. Activate the legs here, take a larger cobra. And then tuck the toes, press into the hands. Thighs draw up and back to down. This time raising the left leg. Bend the knee around. Re-extend. Draw your nose toward your knees so you can pull the belly up and down for your back. One more. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Your fingertips here, rise to a high lunge. And then relax your jaw. Soften the face. Find that gathering of the inner thighs here. And then find this extension up to the arms. Settle in, find your gaze, find your breath. Take another breath in. We'll take the hands down here. We'll ground the right arm, sweep the left arm up, open across your chest. Deep inhale here, circling that arm around toward the front wall, and then releasing hands down. Finding blocks or coming to fingertips, lift to your chest. Exhale, lengthen all the way through that front leg. As you rebend, heart will draw forward. Exhale, lengthen all the way through that leg. 2 more. And then from here, rebending that front knee, heart draws forward. Go ahead and step your right foot to meet your left. Fold over the legs. Ground the feet here, taking the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Breathing out. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Fold forward here, hinging from your hips. Find a long spine, and we'll step into a plank position. You can lower the knees, lower to the floor, or lower them halfway this time. Rising into cobra or take upward facing dog. And make your way back. Downward facing dog. Deep breaths. It's all right. It's all right. Settling in here, take another breath in. Exhale your breath. And then taking a deep inhale, the bottom of this exhale, bend the knees, support your hands. You can step here or maybe hop. Come all the way to the top of your mat. We'll lengthen the belly. And then fold forward a bit. Soften the knees. Hinge from your hips. Rise. And releasing the arms down. Tadasana. Inhale, arms sweep. Exhale, hinge from your hips. Fold forward. Lengthen the belly here. And then stepping into a plank, you're welcome to jump back. Lowering the knees, lower to the floor or chaturanga. Rising into cobra or upward dog. And we'll make our way back into downward facing dog. Deep breaths in and out right here. Spread the fingers here. Actively press the floor away. And then as you press down into the floor, next fingers and thumbs, find this lift up your signals. One more breath. Bottom of the exhale, bend the knees. Forward the hands here. You can step or maybe hop. Head of your mat. Lengthen the belly. And then folding forward, ground feet, take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. And breathing out. Tadasana. Nice. We'll bend the knees here, sink the hips, reach the arms alongside the ears, come into chair, take a breath. And as you exhale, fold all the way back down over to your legs. Long spine here, and then planting the hands. You're welcome to step or jump to chaturanga. You can always lower the knees, rising into cobra or upward dog. And making your way back, downward facing. We'll raise the right leg, carefully bringing it forward between the hands. Take your back heel to the mat, float the arms all the way up overhead, warrior one. As you exhale, just opening up to 2, readjust the stance a bit. Start to sink into that front knee. Reach through the arms. And then on an inhale breath, take this back hand all the way down. Exhale, chaturanga, or lower your knees. Rising into your choice of back bend. And making your way back to downward dog. Left leg rises this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Ground the back heel, lift the arms. Warrior one. Open up to 2. Start to settle in a bit here. And then from here, inhaling that back hand all the way down. Exhale, chaturanga or lower the knees. Rising into cobra or upward dog. And making your way back. Downward facing dog. Deep breaths in and out. Take another breath in. Bottom of this exhale, bend the knees. Forward of the hands, you can step your hop. All the way to the head of the mat. Lengthen the belly. Holding forward, we'll come back to chair. And from here, rising all the way up. Bend the knees, sink the hips, take a breath. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Long spine, plant the hands. You can step or jump to chaturanga. If you're getting tired, lower the knees. Rising into your back bend. And making your way back to down dog. From here, raising the right leg. Bringing it forward between the hands. Round the back heel, lift the arms. Virabhadrasana one. Open up to 2 here. Start to sink into that front knee. From here, flip your front palm. Take a reverse warrior. And then inhale the back hand all the way to the floor. Bringing the front foot, chaturanga, or lower your knees. Rise to cobra or upward dog. Making your way back. Downward facing left leg this time. Taking it forward between the hands. Ground the back heel, lift the arms up. Virabhadrasana one. Open up here to 2. Start to sink into that front knee. Flip the front palm, slide the back hand down, reversing the leg. And then inhale that back hand all the way down. Exhale, chaturanga or lower your knees. Rise to cobra or upward dog. Making your way back to downward facing dog. Staying here, low knees. Sinking the hips, coming into a child's pose. Take another breath here. And then from here, making your way back to down dog if you rested in child's pose. Bend the knees, look forward to your hands. You can step or maybe hop. Lengthen the belly here. And then folding forward, we'll bend the knees. Sink the hips, take the arms all the way up alongside the ears. And then rising up. Tadasana. Nice, bend the knees, sink the hips, lift the arms alongside the ears. Utkatasana. Exhale, fold all the way back down over straight legs. Lengthening the belly here, plant the hands. You're welcome to step or jump to chaturanga. If you're getting tired, lower your knees. And then lower the chest. Rising into your choice of back bend. And making your way back. Into downward dog. We'll raise the right leg, bend the knee and around. Re-extend. Draw your nose towards your knee. Pull your belly up and then really round your spine. One more. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping the back heel spun up here. Float the arms all the way up to your high lunge. Settle into the hips. Start to find this reach and extension through the arms, even as you sink. Taking a breath in here as you exhale, open out to the right. And then take this back hand down the back thigh. Reach this left arm alongside your ear. Breathing into that left side. Take another breath here. We'll take the back heel down. Open up to warrior two. So readjust your stance just a bit. Start to sink into that front knee, eventually bringing this knee over the ankle. Bringing that front thigh more or less parallel to the floor. Find that extension out through the arms. Settle into your hips. Nice. We'll come back to our reverse warrior. And then bending this elbow, bring it to the front thigh. Keep this arm alongside the ear. We'll come into some circles here. Opening up through the shoulder joint. Go ahead and allow the chest to follow, maybe the head follows suit. Opening up here, one more. I'm gonna hold this last one. Bring it alongside the other side angle. Energize through the back leg, stay here. Slide the right hand down the inner thigh. Deep breaths. Energize the back leg, rise up, warrior two. Take the back hand all the way down. We'll sweep the right leg, downward dog, split, bend the knee here, fan the hip. Maybe circling the ankle, circling the other way. And then nice and easy, floating that foot down to meet the other foot. This time raising the left leg, bend the knee around here. Re-extend. From here, draw your nose toward your knee so you can pull your belly up and around. One more like that. This one's going to come all the way forward between the hands. Keeping this back heel spun up, float the arms all the way up here, rise to high lunge. Start to settle into the hips. As you sink, find this extension up through the arms. Breathe. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, start to open out toward the left. This time taking that back hand down. Reach the right arm alongside you to direct some breath into those right ribs. Now whole right, so one more breath here. Taking this back heel down, reach through the left arm. Open up to two. Start to sink. Settle in a bit. Find that reach and extension out through the arms. We'll reverse the warrior. And then bending the elbow, bring it to the front side. Take this right arm alongside the ear and then start to come into some circles here. Opening up to the shoulder. Moving with your breath, take your time. One more all the way out and around. Taking this arm alongside the ear and hold, finding that extension from your heel through your fingertips. Stay here, slide the left hand down the inner thigh. Turning the chest up from here, press down, rise, warrior two. Take the back hand all the way to the floor. Take your left leg back, take a downward dog, split your weapon, bend the knee here, maybe put down the hip, take a little circle. Circling the other way, and then lengthen the leg here, float the foot down to meet the other foot. Stay right here, inhale, traveling into a plank, lowering into chaturanga, rising into your choice of back bend, and making your way back to downward dog. You'll always have the option to lower the knees here, taking the hips toward the heels, and out of the spine to round. If you'd like taking a little rest in child's pose, take another breath. We'll make our way back to downward dog. If you rested in child's pose, bend the knees, forward the hands. Step or maybe hop all the way to the head of the mat. Lengthen the belly here. This time folding forward, bend the knees. We'll sink the hips, take the arms up alongside the ears. Join the palms over the heart. Aim your chest forward. Just take a twist to your right. So you can put the elbow either between the knees here, or maybe snuggle it down, bring all the way to the outside of the knee. And then from here, start to shift the weight into the right foot, spreading the toes. Go ahead and find that lift of the belly, lift the left toes away, and reach the legs straight back behind you. Nice soft landing here. Press the right palm into the left, turn your chest. Up to extend the arms from here, nice and easy. We'll take the back heel down, open out to warrior two. So readjusting the stance just a bit so that you can really bend into this front knee, eventually aligning the knee over the ankle. And then take this extension and reach out through the arms. One long line here, fingertip to fingertip, settle again. We'll come back to reverse warrior. And this time, lengthen all the way through that front leg, shifting the hips over to the left. We're lengthening the right side waist here. Take the hand to the shin. We'll take this top arm high. Trikonasana. And then use those low ribs rolling under here to help the chest turn up. Really energize the legs. And then like somebody's pulling you up, slowly rise. Bending back into this front knee. Shift the gaze down towards your front big toe here. Pour all the way into the right foot. Maybe the left toes leave your mat. Rising up for Ardha Chandrasana. And then really energize this leg here. Reach back through the heel. Take another breath. Nice soft landing. Rebend the front knee. Warrior two. Nice. Take the back hand all the way to the floor. Sweep this right leg back. Take a downward dog. Split. Bend the knee here. Bend the hip. And then shifting forward. Aim the knee toward that right elbow. Release the foot to the outside of the right hand. And then settling in here, you can come onto palms. If this feels like too much, take a block here. And then you're welcome to take it down to the forearms, or maybe slide the block underneath the forearms here. And then we're here for a few breaths, opening up the hips and groins. Relax the jaw a bit. Start to soften the face. Another breath in. Exhale the breath. We'll slowly walk the hands in here. You're welcome to keep the hands to block or on the floor. And then from here, just lengthen all the way through the front leg. The hands are to the inside of that right foot. Rebend your knee, draw your heart forward, and then lengthen all the way through that front leg. Moving back into it one more time. Moving with the breath here. And then the next time you rebend this knee, let's take it into a little circle here. So circling clockwise. We're all the way into that right foot. Circle the hips back and around. And over to the left hand. One more, circling around just like that. On this next one, we'll rebend the front knee. Tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift through the belly here. We're all the way into this right foot. And we'll take the right or the left foot to the outside of the left hand and just take the hips from here. So the toes can duck out as long as the knees are following out over the toes. And then let the tailbone get heavy here. And then from here, as the tailbone gets heavy, reach up to the crown of the head. Malasana. Take a couple of breaths. And then we'll take the hands to the floor. Choke the feet in. So they're just underneath your sitting bones here. You're welcome to grab the fold of opposite elbows. Or if it's available to you, maybe taking a yogi toe. Lengthen the belly. And then as you fold, just allow the elbows to bend to the sides. You can allow the weight of the head to be heavy. Relax your jaw a bit here. And then just breathing into gravity. There we go. Allow the face to soften. And you're welcome to keep a little bend in the knees, or you can start to lengthen through the backs of the legs. But instead of just pressing the knees back, lifting the hips up. One more breath. And we'll release here. To a long spine, toe the feet back in. Bend the knees, sink the hips. Take the arms all the way up alongside the ears. Utkatasana. And we'll take the palms over the heart here. And just take a twist to your left. So you can either hook the elbow between the knees or kind of nestle yourself down and bring it all the way to the outside of that leg. And then from here, shift your gaze down toward the left big toe. We're all the way into the left foot, spreading the toes. Draw the right foot toward that right sitting bone and then bring it straight up behind you. Nice soft landing here. Press the left palm into the right to turn the chest. And then you're welcome to extend the arms. From here, taking that back heel down. We'll open up to warrior two. Readjust your stance a bit, settle in. Look back to that back hand. Make sure you're long line. Settling in. Open back to reverse warrior. And then lengthen all the way through that front leg. Take your time cutting this left hip under, lengthening through the left side waist. The hand will come to the shin. The top arm will lift. Triangle pose. Energize the legs here. In fact, find a little lift up out of that low waist. And then like somebody's got you by the wrist, press down to rise up. We'll re-bend this right knee. You're welcome to take the right hand to the hip here. Take your knees down for that front big toe. Maybe grabbing a block on your way back down or cupping the hand here. And then you're welcome to extend that right arm up. Open the chest here. Work towards stacking the hips. Ardha Chandrasana, really energize that back leg. Take one more breath. Re-bend the standing leg, nice soft landing. Warrior two. Take the back hand all the way down. Sweeping the left leg back, take a downward dog split. Bend the knee here, allow the hip to bend over. And then nice and easy shifting forward. We'll aim the knee toward the left elbow and release the foot to the outside of that left hand. Lower the back knee down, maybe taking some padding to this back knee as needed. Sink the hips here. You're welcome to stay on palms. You can even slide a block underneath, or you can come down onto the forearms here. And if you're sort of in between, try to block underneath the forearms here. And then can you release the weight of the head and relax your jaw? Bring yourself on your face a bit. Easing into this. Deep breaths in. Take another breath or two here. And then slowly walking the hands back in. You can keep hands onto the block here or the floor. We'll just lengthen all the way through that front leg. And then as you re-bend, draw your heart forward. And lengthen all the way through that front leg. You can do that a couple more times. Moving with your breath, and then the next time that you re-bend this knee, we'll take it into a circle, this time counterclockwise, so circling over to the left, circle the hips all the way back and around, over for the right wrist. Go through a couple more circles here, nice and easy. Opening up through the hips. Nice enough over up here. The next time, re-bend the knee, tuck your back toes under, find a little lift through your belly before all the way into this left foot. We'll take the right foot to the outside of that right hand. Start to sink the hips here. And then lengthening the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. As you do, let the tailbone get heavy. And then take a breath in. We'll release the hands to the floor. Try to feel the feet in a bit. You can take a hold of opposite elbows. You can grab the toe up. If you like, lift the feet here. Slide the hands all the way up underneath, so coming up to the wrists. And then see if you can press down the balance of the big toes. Opening up to the wrists. Allow the weight of the head to release. Relax your jaw. Bring into gravity here. And just soften. Stay with the spin of the knees, or start to lift the hips up to the ceiling, maybe working on lengthening through the legs, shifting the weight forward so the hips go over the heels, and then deepening that opening to the whole back body. Another breath here. And we'll release the toes, slide the hands out from underneath the feet, a little bend in the knees. You're welcome to take the hands to the thighs for support. And then keeping the knees soft to help protect the low back. Round down the lift up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another here. Stand tall. Back to the top. Get that rounding down to the top of the head. And we'll start by spreading through the toes of that right foot. We're all the way into the right leg. Keep the left foot up. Into Vrishasana, you're welcome to use a wall here. And then the foot can come either to the calf or the thigh. And then if you like, hand on the wall or join the palms over the heart. Really energize that standing leg, actively pressing the foot into the thigh or calf. pressing the thyroid calf back into the foot here. Take a breath, lower, release. Bring the knee so it faces forward, and then soften the knee of the standing leg. Take that leg straight back as your chest moves forward. Drop the left hip a bit, allow the thigh to roll in, and then from here you can extend the arms, maybe separating the hands. Warrior 3. Nice soft landing. Take a high lunge here, and then press down, rise. Slowly rebend the front knee. Press down here, rise. All the way up, lengthen through that front leg. One more like that. Pressing down to rise. The next time you rebend this front knee, we'll interlace the fingers and vertical palms here, lift them up toward the ceiling. Keep this lift up as you slowly lower this back knee with control all the way down. And then start to sink the hips here. You're welcome to pad that back knee. Settling in. Find this lift to the chest. And then press down, rise up. Just make sure that the hips are square to the front wall here. Breathe on this front knee. And then you can bring your hands onto that thigh or sweep your arms all the way up onto the asana. A little bit of a back bend here, for a lift. And we'll circle it around. Welcome to grab blocks here. We're just coming onto fingertips. We're just going to lengthen over this front leg. Toe the front foot forward a bit so that the hips light up over the knee. And then you can flex the foot, reaching those right toes up to the ceiling. Lengthen the belly from here, holding all the way forward over that leg. So you can bring the blocks to the high height here, the medium, the low height, or you can come on fingertips. Half on the muscle. And just breathing into the stretch. Deep breath in and out. Take another breath here. And then from here, we'll rebend this front knee, come back into a lunge. Put the back toes under, find that lift the belly. Step this left foot to meet the right. And then toe the feet apart a bit, soften the knees. Go off the right hands to the thighs for support. Keep the knees soft. Engage the abdominals here and roll all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders back or grow tall. Take a moment just to find Tadasana, lengthening up through the crown of the head as you ground the feet down into the floor. Lift the left toes here, spread your toes. Move back down and pour all the way into that left foot, taking the right foot up. Either at the calf or the inner thigh. Take the palms over the heart. Energize that standing leg, actively pressing the calf to the thigh into the foot, and then pressing the foot into the calf of the thigh. Take a breath here. Bring the knee so it faces forward. Soften the knee of the standing leg. Bring that leg straight back behind you. Work on dropping that right hip. The thigh rolls in. From here, you can extend through the arms if you like. And then nice and easy bending into that standing leg. Nice soft landing here. Take a high lunge. Bring the palms to face forward. Lengthen all the way through that front leg. Press the palms down. And then as you rebend the knee, the palms come up. Press down, rise up. Nice and easy, and then rebending that knee. Arms lift, one more, press down and rise. Next time, reach the arms. Take the outer, release the fingers, invert your palms. Keep that lift up as you slowly lower down. All the way to the floor. And you can take some padding to that back knee. Start to sink the hips here. Settling in. And then press down, rise up, realign the hips here. Make sure those hip points are facing forward. Re-sink into that front knee. Lift the arms overhead onto my asana. A little bit of a back bend here if you like that for a lift. And then you can grab blocks from here. Lengthen all the way through this front leg. Swivel the foot forward a bit. And then you can reach the left toes up towards the ceiling. Remember, you can always take your blocks to the high height here. Listen to your body. Working with your hamstrings. Maybe you're on the medium height, maybe on the low height or without blocks here, and then just breathe. Lengthen through the belly, pull forward a little more deeply. Take another breath. Exhale, rebend this front knee. Draw your heart forward, tuck your back toes under, lift through the belly. Lifting that back knee away from the mat. Take your right foot to meet your left. Hold over here. And then softening the knees, roll it up to stand one more time. From here, we'll stand tall, sweeping the arms all the way up. Hinge from your hip. Hold. Find a long spine. This time stepping into a plank position. And you can lower the knees, or for a little more challenge, come to tippy toes and lower all the way down to your belly here. Release your arms at your sides. Look over that right shoulder. Slide any blocks out of your way. Let the heels fall apart here. Big toes can touch. And then we'll reach the arms. Move your energize the legs. Start to peel the chest away. Draw the thighs away from the mat. Keep the back of the neck long. As you lift up a little higher. More breath. Slowly lower. Look over that opposite shoulder. Shimmy the hips side to side here. Press the ear into the mat. Bring your chin back to the top of the mat. Take the arms at your sides. Start to peel up here, peeling the chest away. Roll the chest and shoulders open. Peel a little higher if you're able to keep the back of the neck long. Rising up, one more breath, Shavasana. As you exhale, slowly float back down. Bring into gravity here, heels fall apart. And then you can shimmy the hips side to side. Let go of any tension you may have gathered in your back. Come into one more here. Chin to the top of the mat, rising up. Roll the chest and the shoulders over. Stay with this, or bending the knees here, reaching back. Maybe grabbing hold of the tops of the feet, coming into Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, take another breath. And then slowly flow back down over that opposite shoulder here. Shimmy your hips. Taking breath. We'll slide the hands underneath the shoulders here, pressing up and folding back. Sink your hips toward your heels. Separate the knees apart. Everything is a little wider than usual, so we'll take a wide knee, child pose, and go ahead and rest the forehead. Feel like taking a little rock side to side. Relaxing the forehead. Taking it into the hips. When you're ready, out to all fours, we'll run to downward dog, and from here, reach the right leg. We'll bring it forward, knee the hands. Walk the foot over to the left here, and dropping the knee over to the right, setting up for pigeon. You're welcome to take your block underneath the hip, or if you have a blanket, you can roll it up and bring it so it's sort of on a diagonal here. So it's going to come underneath of that right hip, and then it's going to pad the front of this left thigh. And then lifting the chest here when you're ready, folding all the way forward. You're welcome to take your block here. If the forehead doesn't comfortably rest on the mat, you can take the block underneath. And then softening into this here, just let it go. And just softening into this, relax your jaw, soften the face. Remember, you can always come into a reclining version of this pose on your back with that right ankle over the left. And settling in.
Something unusual, something strange. Go from nothing at all. I'm not
Another couple of breaths here.
just another soldier on a road to nowhere.
Nice, easy. Start to walk your hands in here. Take your time. If you took that padding underneath the head and slide it out, you take this back leg and swing it around. So hooking the ankle to the outside of the knee. Notice if this left hip is lifting off. There's a couple of options here. You can pad the hips, maybe unwind this bottom leg, and then draw the knee in. Here, wrapping the right arm around the outside of the left knee. Lengthen up through the crown of the head here. Drawing the sacrum up and in, and as you exhale, start to make your way into this twist. On every inhale, grow taller. On every exhale, deepening this twist. Stay here one more breath. And then nice and easy. Unwind the spine. Take a little counter twist here. The elbow to the outside of the knee. And just unwind the spine. From here, we're going to take this top leg, swing it back around. Tuck your back toes under. Find a little lift through your belly and free up that right leg. Now, if you're in a reclining position, just onto the other side. Here, downward dog split. You can circle the ankle if that feels good. Circling it the other way. And then lengthening the leg, floating that foot down to meet the other foot, which is the left leg this time. Reaching it back, bring it forward between the hands. And then you can drop your knee open to the left, walk over to the right. You did so on the other side. Or if it feels comfortable for this side. Taking that running underneath the left hip. Remember, if you have a blanket here, you can bring it underneath the left hip in the front of that right thigh. And then lengthen the belly here when you're ready, folding all the way forward. Maybe using a block underneath the forehead or forehead to the mat here. And then just settling in. Relax your jaw. So you can allow the face to soften. Just softening into this for a few more rounds of breath. Relax your jaw here. Allow the face to soften. Nice, easy breaths in and out. Another breath here. And slowly, we'll start to make our way back up. Any padding away from this left hip. Go ahead and take the right leg, sweep it around. You're walking the hook ankle to the outside of the knee. If this right hip is lifting off, try bringing it to the side of the knee. Go ahead and unwind that bottom leg. And then this time the left arm wraps around the outside of the right knee. Use that to turn the chest on every inhale, growing taller. On every exhale, twisting out, and looking over that right shoulder. Inhale to grow tall, left footing, creating space here, creating lift. As you exhale. More rounds of breath. Unwind. Take a little counter twist here. You can hook this elbow to the outside of the knee. One more breath in. From here, unwind. We're going to take this top leg, sweep it back into that pigeon pose. Your toes rising up, sweeping the left leg. Downward dog split. If you're in a reclining pigeon, we'll meet up with you. Circle the ankle here, and then release the foot down to begin a foot. Bend the knees. Looking forward to the hands. You're welcome to step or maybe hop right into a seat. And from here, just all the way down onto the back. Nice and easy. Walk your feet in towards the sitting bones. Lift the hips up from here. And then you're welcome to kind of rock side to side. Bring the shoulder blades up underneath, maybe release the fingers from here. Press down for the feet to lift up. And then roll it down over. You're welcome to stick with bridge, or if you want to come into a full wheel, taking the hands alongside the ears, pressing down to rise up. Second set. On down, and take one more set of bridge here. You're welcome to take your block. Lift the hips here, sliding the block up under your knee. And bringing it right at the sacrum here, that flat bone at the base of the spine. You're welcome to take it on the low or the medium peg here. And then you're welcome to stay with the supported bridge, or from here, lengthening one leg and then the other. And we'll come into a supported shoulder stand. You can take the arms at your sides, bring your palms to face up. And stay with the supported shoulder standing at 5 to 6 breaths here. Take another deep inhale. Exhale on your breath. Nice and easy for one final challenge, bringing the feet down together. Once the toes touch down, lift the hips here. We'll slide the block out. And then walking the feet out to the edges of the mat here, just allow the knees to drop in toward the center. Take the arms up overhead like cactus arms and start to windshield wiper out the legs. Taking the knees to the left and the right. You've gone through a couple of cycles, drop your knees over to the left. Easing over that right shoulder, sending your breath into that whole right side. And then releasing it back toward the middle, dropping the knees to the right, looking over that left shoulder this time, breathing into that whole left side. Release back to the middle. And then lengthen the legs here long onto your mat, one at a time, grabbing a blanket or your sweatshirt here. Welcome to dim the lights. And we'll come into our final resting pose. Shavasana. If you like, you can take your blanket, bring it up underneath the knees for support. Trying to deepen the breath. Movement back to the body here. We go ears and toes. As you're ready, taking the arms up overhead and just taking the spinal stretch from your ears all the way down to your toes. Take a deep breath in. Bend the knees in and just roll onto the right side and pause. Taking a moment here just to soak in how that affects your practice. Keeping your eyes closed, press your way up to the seat. Bring the blanket underneath the seat if you like for support. Sitting up nice and tall. Lengthen up to the crown of the head. Sink the sitting bones down into the earth. Return the hands over the heart and come back to your intention. From here, just closing the glass with the sound of the breath.